Hey folks, Brian coming at you here. Super excited about the Beast Mode Archery Challenge events that are coming up this summer in July and August out here at Tyrrell Basin. So this video I wanted to put together demonstrating some of the shooting scenarios that you might encounter during our 3D shoots, both at the games and the King of the Hill 3D shoot that's in August. So there will of course be just normal shots where you're standing. You'll be able to utilize optics, your rangefinder, that type of stuff. But in this video I wanted to showcase some of the unique scenarios that you might encounter, and realize that we're at a ski hill and we have some pretty good verticals. So we're going to have some significant up and down shots. So make sure if you have a third axis on your sight, make sure that that is leveled, because that will make a difference when it comes to those steep angles that we'll be shooting off of some of the cliffs and up some of the steep slopes that are out here. So if you have any questions, you can find me at GFB Outdoors on Instagram, as well as Beast Mode Archery on Instagram, and beastmodearcherychallenge.com is the website. So, or just comment below this video. But I hope this is helpful, and don't hesitate to reach out and ask us any questions, and look forward to seeing you at one of the events or both the events this summer. Draw standing, kneel, then shoot. Draw kneeling, stand, then shoot. You can be on one or both knees. Draw and shoot kneeling. Again, one or both knees. Draw, then move left or right. In this case, we're drawing behind a pine tree. We're moving right, acquiring the target. This shot is to simulate a shot on an animal where it might be a bedded animal. You make the shot, it gets up and it runs off, turns and stops, and it gives you another opportunity to make a follow-up shot. So it's going to be a timed shot where you have probably 12 or maybe 15 seconds to complete both of those shots. The time starts after you shoot the first arrow. Then you have 15 seconds to knock another arrow and to get that shot off on the second target. This shot is going to simulate possibly an animal that's on the move. You're kneeling, you draw, but now the deer or the elk, whatever the target might be, has now moved behind you, and you're following that, and you're going to make the shot directly behind you. So you're going to be kneeling or possibly standing directly away from where you're going to be shooting. So I'm going to be drawing this way, making the turn all the way around, making the shot. So this shot is going to be simulating possibly you're in the mountains walking around and you just happen to come upon some elk or bear or whatever it is that it might be. So you're at the 3D shoot or the Beast Mode games or whatever Beast Mode event that you're at, there'll be a stake where it will say you start, basically you start here and you will walk or traverse as quickly as you can to the shooting stake, and at that point you can glass, you can range and get the shot off, but it's going to be another timed shot. So it might be 30 seconds or it might be 45 seconds depending on how far it is to get from where the instructional stake is to where you're actually shooting. So you're going to keep your arrow knocked for safety reasons, or I guess not knocked but in the quiver, and then you'll move, and like I said, you'll be able to range find it, you'll be able to glass it. It's up to you. You don't have to do either one of those because it's going to be timed. So it's going to be a timed event, so it puts stress on you that you may not be able to do both, or you have to be quick and efficient at utilizing your optics and getting the shot off. So here it goes. So this is the 30-second hold, or we might do a 40-second hold. Not sure yet, but there will be a timed hold shot at each of the events. So what that means is that as soon as you draw back, as soon as the cams flip over, somebody in your shooting group is going to have a stopwatch, or you can use your cell phone to time, and you have to hold back on target for example, 30 seconds. Once that 30 seconds hits, you get the all clear, and then you can make that shot as quick as you want or take your time, but you have to be drawn back for at least 30 seconds or whatever time it is that we have before you can execute that shot. Now, if you let down, the King of the Hill 3D shoot is for fun. If you want to shoot it again, that's going to be up to you and your group. But in terms of the competition, the Beast Mode games, or if you want to be competitive during the King of the Hill, if you let down at all during that 30 seconds, it's going to be a 0. Okay, you don't get credit for that shot. Now, for safety, when we are holding back, you have to hold relatively on that target. And what I mean is that there's going to be no drawing back and then holding down here because it's more comfortable, or up. Okay, for safety reasons, you got to stay within that parameter of that target. All right, John, you ready?
I'm ready. Halfway. Okay, well, clear.